AM Extra is tracking a scam alert this morning, this time people posing as the Better Business Bureau.
It's called an imposter scam. Scammers pretend to be the BBB in an effort to steal your information and money. So joining us live now to help separate what's real and what isn't is Logan Hickel with the BBB, Great Western Pacific. We need to talk to the BBB about this, and who better?
Right, the real BBB.
Exactly. Logan, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, well, appreciate you taking the time. Well, let's start with exactly how these imposters are going about their business, targeting the BBB and people who use it. How is this scam being played out?
Yeah, well, look, these bad actors are impersonating us here at the Better Business Bureau because of our trust with the community that we've built over 100 plus years. They're posing as the BBB, just like they would other responsible businesses, thinking they have an automatic way in with name recognition and trust. Sometimes these bad actors can look to threaten people and businesses in the community by saying we're a government agency when we are in fact a nonprofit organization, not a government entity. And we would never ask anyone in the community for a password to one of their accounts or allow access to one of their devices. We've also seen reports of people posing as BBB representatives, offering loans and credit repair programs when that's just not something we engage in as an organization.
That's interesting. You know, we've seen similar types of these imposter scams play out with law enforcement, with the IRS. What exactly are they going after here? It's usually personal information, right?
Yeah, they're looking for personal information. Maybe that's social security numbers. What we're referring to here is that PII, right? That personal identifiable information. Social security numbers, bank information, anything really that can give them leverage. Even if they're not asking for money now, it may open you up to scams further down the road. Anything they can get a hand on is valuable to them.
Who's actually being targeted here? Like, who are getting these messages? Because, you know, you think of the BBB, you think of, you know, BBB working with businesses, and maybe you just make a quick Google search and see what the BBB has said about a company. But I mean, would I be receiving an email that is saying that you're from the BBB? How does this work?
Yeah, so it's really targeting both consumers and businesses. On the consumer side, we're seeing instances where, again, they're offering those credit and repair programs or loan programs. Sometimes they have called consumers and said, look, you've made your payments on time on your credit card. You've actually overpaid. You don't need to pay that anymore to them. Just pay us directly and we'll take care of that for you. For businesses, we've seen instances where they're getting emails saying, hey, there's a new customer review or customer complaint on your business profile at bbb.org. Click here to respond. Well, when you actually click there, it takes you to a different website, or it's actually downloading a PDF which can install malware on your device. So you really, really have to be careful what you're clicking on in those emails. Always look at that sent from address bar in the actual email, not the name that it assigns it, but the actual email attached to that name. That's really incredibly important.
Right. There's all kinds of ways that they can manipulate an email to really make it look pretty legit. But let's talk about how the Better Business Bureau actually does work with businesses, with individuals in the community. First off, do you ever typically reach out to people on an individual basis? And then secondly, how do you typically work with businesses?
Yeah, so we do reach out to individuals on an individual basis. Mostly it's individuals like myself, your local PR and communications manager in the community, reaching out. Maybe you had a complaint or a review about a business, or you filed a report with our scam tracker, and I would be reaching out just to talk to you to understand the situation. But I would not be asking for passwords. I would not be asking for access to any of your devices. I wouldn't be asking for that personal identifiable information. But yeah, like I said, the Better Business Bureau, what we actually do is we're looking to build transparency and trust in the marketplace. We do this with transparent business profiles of businesses here in our community. And we offer these verified customer reviews and also a complaint process that involves the requirement that accredited businesses respond to every single complaint. And those complaints and reviews are public for all to see that conversation that took place. But importantly here, the vast majority of our services are completely free to the consumer. And that's thanks to the accredited businesses out in Oregon helping us in our mission. But like I said earlier, we won't be asking for passwords. We won't be asking for access to any of your devices. And we're never going to tell you that you can just stop paying on your credit card, or as a consumer, we won't be asking you to make a payment randomly just to engage in discussion with us.
That's really important to get ahead on this one, especially when the company that is always telling people about, hey, this is a scam, be careful, to be impersonating that is kind of next level. So I'm glad we're talking about it. All right, Logan with the BBB, thank you so much for taking the time to join us on AM Extra this morning.
Not a problem. Thank you.
And for more ways to help better protect yourself from scammers, you can actually check out the BBB's website. They do have a lot of helpful resources there. What you should do if you think that you are being targeted by scammers, go to bbb.org.